You woke up. Good. Most people don't even wake up to their potential. You did. So now what? Alarm screaming in the dark, but your excuses scream louder. Cold floor on your feet, that's pressure building power. You say you want change, but you still love comfort. Dreams don't work for you if you don't work harder. The mirror don't lie, it shows the gap between who you are and the one who attacks. You prayed for strength, now pain's at your door. You asked for growth, this is what it's for. No more tomorrow, no more delay. Your future is watching what you do today. Wake up, move. Nobody's coming to carry you. Move. Comfort is killing the best of you. Move. Your excuses already had their time. Move. If you don't rise, you burn. You want respect, then earn it in silence. You want results, then marry the violence. Not against people, against your old self. The lazy version, that's bad for your health. The bed feels safe, but broke feels worse. The pain of discipline or regret in a hearse. Every sunrise is a loaded gun, pointed at fear, now burn. No applause coming, no crowd in sight. Just you and the war before daylight. Wake up, move. The weak can snooze, the strong improve. You don't get dreams, you gotta prove. Move. The clock won't slow for your fear. Move. Your moment is here. You said you were tired. Good souls, everyone. You said it's hard. Good it's supposed to be. You said you're not ready. Nobody is. Move anywhere. Wake up, move. Bleed for it, build it, break through. Move. The disciplined version is waiting on you. Move. This is the line in the sand. Move. Be the storm, not the man who ran. You woke up. That's your second chance. Most people waste it. Don't. It's just the soundtrack of discipline.
No sympathy, I buried that version of me. Cold nights, concrete floors, hung on my sleep. They laughed when I said I'd rebuild from the grave. Now they study the moves that I painfully made. I was broke in my spirit, broke in my name. Mirrors don't lie, I was drowning in shame. No one was coming, I waited in vain till I realized discipline don't complain. No applause in the dark while I train, no cameras around when I fought through the pain. Just me and the voice saying quit in my brain, and another one whispering build from the strain. I chose the second, kill my excuses, cut every habit that made me useless. Lost some friends when I got ruthless. Isolation turned me into a blueprint. I didn't pray for an easier road, I prayed for a spine made out of stone. Every scar became part of the code. Every loss was a brick I owned. Discipline like made me. Pain reshaped me, pressure forged me, the struggle saved me. No luck raised me, no crowd praised me. I built this body, I built this mind, ain't nobody made me. Discipline made me. I remember eviction notice on the door. Same shoes, same hoodie, sleeping on the floor. Promises broken, trust torn apart. Smiling outside with a riot in my heart. I was tired of losing, tired of blame, tired of saying one day like a game. One decision can set you aflame, one decision can't rewrite your name. So I woke up early, ran in the cold, rain hit my chest like truth untold. While the city slept, I was breaking the mold. Pain in my lungs, but my mindset gold. No shortcuts, no pills, no hype, just discipline sharper than any knife. Every rep was a debt to life, every setback fueled the fight. They see the results, they don't see the nights, the silent wars and eternal fights. I didn't win because I'm blessed, I won because I refused to rest. I didn't pray for a lighter load, I became the man that could carry the road. Built from pressure, built from cold, built from losses nobody knows. Why they knows? This a bit like made me. Pain reshaped me, pressure forged me, the struggle saved me. No luck raised me, no crowd praised me. I built this body, I built this mind, and nobody made me. Discipline made me. They see the shine, but they don't see the grind. They see the glow, but not the nights I cried. I didn't change when it felt good, I changed when it hurt. I didn't rise when it was easy, I rose from the dirt. You want respect, earn it alone. You want power, build it in stone. Discipline don't care how you feel, it only cares if you're real. Discipline might name me, pain reshape me, pressure forge me, the struggle save me. No luck raised me, no crowd praised me, no from nothing, now they can't break me. Discipline might name me.
This is the soundtrack of discipline.
Turn it up. Let it breathe. Let it burn.
I don't cry about pressure, I inhale it. Went through dirt on my name, I scaled it. They talk limits, I erase it. They face storms, I embrace it. Cold mornings, black coffee, no feelings. Tunnel vision, broke ceilings. I was tired, but I kept going. Built different, no showing. They want comfort, I want legacy. They want balance, I want intensity. Every loss was a hidden blessing. Pain was just aggressive training. I was silent while they were loud. Now I stand where they ain't allowed. No applause when I was starving. Now they watch what I'm becoming. Anger in my bloodstream, focus in my bloodstream. I don't run from nothing, I run on something. I run on rage, feel my veins, no escape, break the cage. I run on rage, through the rain, through the down, through the pain. I run on rage, I don't fall, I don't know, take control. I run on rage. Anxiety tried to paralyze, but discipline weaponized. Fear not, I let it in. Turn that pressure into a win. They scroll life, I build mine. They want fast, I want grind. No shortcuts in my DNA. I was built the harder way. You see fire, I see light. You see struggle, I see fight. You see pressure, I see power. You break down, I devour. No excuses, no retreat. Bleeding blisters on my feet. Every scar, certification. Self-made elevation. They don't see the nights I doubted. They don't hear the voice that shouted. Quit now, nobody cares. But I answer with action. Build strength from subtraction. Turn fear into prayer. I run on rage, feel my veins, no escape, break the cage. I run on rage, through the rain, through the doubt, through the pain. I run on rage, built from stone, been the low, break the dawn. I run on rage. You don't suppress the fire, you control it. This is the soundtrack for discipline.
Turn the lights off. No crowd, no cameras. Just work. Just work. Yeah. Cold mornings, cracked mirrors in the bathroom. Old shoes, same dream in the dark room. They laughed when I said I'm a breakthrough. Now every scar on my skin got a tattoo. No claps when I ran through the rainstorm. No lights when I built what they prayed for. No hand when I fell on the pavement. Just pain in the voice saying stay strong. City cold, street lights flicker like warnings. Empty gyms at 5 in the morning. Everybody loves winners and glory, but nobody shows up for the form. And they want the crown, but they skip the bleeding. They want the throne, but they fear the beating. I built my in the silent seasons. Now silence turned into my allegiance. No stage lights, no praise nights, no hands when I raise fights. Just heartbeats and dark streets, and war when the day sleeps. I don't need an audience, I don't need applause. I was built in the dark, when nobody applauds. No crowd in the gym, no lights in the fall. No, I turn pain into power and silence to God. I don't need an audience, I don't need a stage. Yeah, they gon' see what I built. Yeah, when I unleash the rage. Yeah, talk to 'em. Late nights, heavy breath in the basement, sweat dripping down like the pavement. Dreams so big they call it dangerous. Now pressure turned into greatness. Mama said, boy, stay patient. Pain builds kings in the making. Storms never broke my cadence. Now storms hear my name when they raging. Every rep was a brick in the vision. Every doubt was fuel for ignition. Every scar was proof of the mission. Every loss was training the engine. Now the silence louder than sirens. Now the quiet sharper than violence. Now the work turning into giants. Now the wolves finally hear the lions. No stage lights, no praise nights, no love when the price bites. Just cold air and warfare and dreams in a nightmare. I don't need an audience, I don't need applause. I was built in the dark, when nobody applauds. No crowd in the gym, no lights in the fog. I turn pain into power and silence to God. I don't need an audience, I don't need a stage. Yeah, they gon' see what I built. Yeah, when I unleash the rage. Some people work for attention. Some people work for a legacy. Real ones, we work when nobody's watching. This is the soundtrack of discipline.
Yeah. Turn that up. Yeah. They said I wouldn't make it. Watch this, watch this. I remember cold nights, stomach touching my spine. Dreams in my head, but no dollars in line. They laughed when I said I'ma rewrite the script. Not the same ones watching every move that I flip. Pressure made diamonds, pain made a beast. Had to starve for the vision while the doubters all feast. Every scar on my mind got a lesson inside. Every loss built a fire that I keepin' alive. I was down real low, where the silence is loud, where your so-called friends disappear in the crowd. Had to build my mind like a fortress of steel, cause the world don't care how the broken ones feel. No mercy for weakness, that's the code that I learned. Every bridge that collapsed was a lesson I earned. Now the fuel in my veins ain't fear, concern. It's the moment in life where the tables all turn, yeah. This ain't luck, this ain't chance, this is pressure turning pain into advance. This is my turning point. No more running from the fight. Now the darkness feeds my life. This is my turning. Every scar became my crown. I was lost but now I'm found. Every doubt I left behind built a weapon in my mind. This is my turning. Now the world gon' feel the flame when they finally know my name. Every morning feel heavy like the weight of defeat, but I train my mind harder than the pain in my feet. Discipline in my blood, now the hunger is real. Turn the grind into armor, turn the doubt into steel. People talk from the sidelines, but they never bleed. They don't know what it takes when obsession's the seed. When the dream gets bigger than the fear to fall, you stop asking for luck, you start taking it all. Had nights with no hope, just a ceiling in me. Asking God if this vision was a lie I could see, but the voice in my chest kept repeating the code. Either die with regret or dominate the road. Now the fire in my lungs got the rhythm of war. Every step that I take shakes the ground of the core. This ain't rap, this a warning to the doubt in my past. The old version of me couldn't survive what I am. This is my turning point. No more running from the fire. Now the darkness feeds my life. This is my turning point. Every scar became my crown. I was lost but now I'm found. Every doubt I left behind built a weapon in my mind. This is my turning point. Now the world gon' feel the flame when
Some people break, some people fold, but pressure only builds legends. This was never the end. This was the beginning. That was the beginning.
This is my turning point.
Now the fear is dead and gone. Now the beast is fully employed.
This is my turning
From the ashes I arise with the hunger in my eyes. Every battle built the king. Now the world gon' hear me sing.
This is my turning
No more chains inside my brain, only power in my veins. Remember this moment when the world doubted you, when the nights were cold, when nobody believed. That was the turning point. This is the soundtrack of discipline. You hear that?
That's the sound of a mind changing.
I remember cold nights, hunger in my chest, broken dreams, sleeping under bulletproof stress. Nobody clapped when I started this war, just me in the mirror and the bloodstained floor. World said quit, I said watch me rise. It's pain in my lungs, but fire in my eyes. I was built in storms, carved in rejection. Every scar turned into a weapon. They laughed when I said I'm built for more. Now they study every step of my war. I buried the doubt, dug out my mission, turned my obsession into ammunition. No shortcuts carved in this path I walk. Only sweat, sacrifice, discipline, talk. You see the body, but you miss the truth. This war right here was fought in the roof. Every failure rewired my brain. Every scar translated pain. The old me died in the pressure zone. Now the monster finally owns the throne. My mind ain't the same anymore. I burned who I was in the war. Pain rewrote the code in my veins. Now discipline runs through my brain. No fear left inside my chest. Pressure only made me blessed. I didn't break, I was transformed. A new mind was reborn in the storm. You want the truth? This road is brutal. Every victory paid in funeral. Come fuck kills, I buried that lie. Now I breathe where weak men die. Cold mornings, iron prayers. Demons watch from the stairs, but I kept walking through the flame until my shadow learned my name. I rewired every thought in my skull, turned empty hunger into a loaded bull. Now my silence speaks to action. My discipline became attraction. No applause when you're grinding alone, but kings are built when nobody's home. Every rep, every drop of sweat was the contract I signed with regret. Listen close, the world doesn't change your life, your mind does. And once that switch flips, there is no going back. My mind ain't the same anymore. I burned who I was in the war. Pain rewrote the code in my vein. Now discipline runs through my brain. No fear left inside my chest. Pressure only made me blessed. I didn't break, I was transformed. A new mind was reborn in the storm. Different mind, different life. Welcome to the next level.
This is the soundtrack of discipline.
Yeah.
They said pain would break me.
But pain rebuilt me.
Every scar became a lesson.
Every lesson became discipline. Discipline.
Became my rebirth.
Cold mornings, if it's coming, frozen breath in the air. No applause in the shadows, nobody said it was fair. Concrete gleams in the cracks of the street. Every fall taught my soul how to stand on my feet. They laughed when the hunger was burning my chest. Said a man like me would never pass the test. But pressure makes diamonds, pain builds kings. Every broken moment gave my spirit wings. I buried the weakness deep in the dirt. Built a new man from the pain and the hurt. The world tried to break me first with discipline.
Was my rebirth.
No mercy from life, no shortcuts to take. You either become it
or you break.
Discipline is my rebirth. From the ashes, from the dirt. Every scar became my fire. Every fall took me higher. I was lost, I was cursed. Now the pain became my worth. Through the struggle, through the hurt.
Discipline is my
Dark
rebirth.
nights, long runs, rain on my skin. War with the man that I kept within. Every mirror told truth to my face.
You either evolve or stay in this place.
So I kill the excuses, one by one. Turn the pain into gasoline for the run. Every rep in the gym was war in disguise. Every failure sharpened the fire in my eyes. Now the silence feels different, the air feels clean. I rebuilt my mind like a war machine. They see the victory, but they don't know the curse. Discipline.
Was my rebirth.
Discipline. Discipline. Transformation. You don't find your power if you build it.
Discipline is my rebirth. From the ashes, from the dirt. Every scar became a fire. Every fall took me higher. I was lost, I was cursed. Now the pain became my word. Through the struggle, through the hurt.
Discipline is my rebirth.
Yeah. It tried to bury me in pain.
But they forgot something.
Pain is the soil
Where discipline grows.
This is the soundtrack.
Of discipline.
Discipline, 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 discipline.
Yeah. Turn the pain into fuel. Turn the struggle into power. You either break or you become unstoppable.
Came from the cold where the pressure is real. Backs to the wall, had to sharpen my will. No silver spoon, no easy road. Just scars on the soul and a heart made of stone. They told me quit, said I'm chasing the ghost. Said I was dreaming too big for the coast. But pain is a teacher, the streets were my school. Every setback just sharpened the tool. I built my mind like a weapon of war. Every failure made me want it more. No audience clapping, no spotlight glow. Just discipline grinding alone in the cold. While they were sleeping, I buried the doubt. Training my demons, I strangled them out. Now the same pressure that tried to destroy is the fire inside that I learned to employ. They don't see the nights, they don't see the fight, they don't see the blood on the floor. But pressure builds kings and pain gives you wings when quitting ain't an option no more. It carried me unstoppable, built from the pain that was meant to break me. Now every scar is a medal they see. Every doubt turned fuel in my veins, now the storm runs inside of my brain. When the world said fall, I stood tall. Now I'm the pressure they can't control. Unstoppable. I turned the struggle into my throne. Yeah, look in the mirror, the enemy's clear. The fear that you feed is the chain that you wear. Break every limit they placed in your head. Kill every version of you that's half dead. Comfort is poison disguised as a bed. Dreams die quietly when courage is fled. So I run through the fire, embrace every scar. Pressure creates who we really are. I trained in the dark when nobody cared. Built every layer through suffering shed. The hunger inside me refuses to die. While weak men complain and strong men rise. You want transformation, embrace the pain. You want elevation, destroy the chain. You want domination, kill hesitation. Discipline builds the unstoppable nation. Forged in the furnace of pressure and flame. Now every mountain remembers my name. Pain was the path that I had to survive. Now the warrior inside is alive. When the storm tried to bury my soul, I became the storm out of control. Now the hunger will never let go. Listen close. Greatness is not talent. Greatness is pressure, survive. Most people break, but a few become unstoppable. Yeah. Before was fun, built from the night nobody could see. Now every victory belongs to me. Every scar is a chapter of war. Every fall made a lion roar. Pressure try to bury the king, but pressure created the king. Pain built the discipline, discipline built the power. And power, power, and power, power creates the unstoppable. This is the soundtrack of discipline.
Everything unstoppable.
Yeah. Some people wait for motivation. Others make a decision. And decisions change everything. Change everything. Change everything. Change everything. 3 a.m. city cold, rain on the pavement. Mind full of ghosts, every doubt I was facing. Empty pockets, heavy heart, broken patience. Life kept testing my soul like a basement. Friends disappeared when the pressure arrived. Everybody talked tough till the struggle is live. I looked in the mirror, a war in my eyes. A man gotta choose if he quits or survives. No applause, no savior, no hand from above. Just pain in my chest and the hunger for blood. Every loss carved scars in my brain, but scars turn to armor when you master the pain. They told me, slow down. They said be realistic, but real is the grind when the vision is distant. I stood in the dark where the weak disappear, and made one decision that erased every fear. No luck, no miracle, no magic involved. Just one choice. I decided to rise, and when the world said fall, turn my back on excuses. Broke every wall, they made a fire, now the fire's my vision. My life changed forever, with one decision. No chains on my mind, no doubt in my mission. Every scar on my skin, built warrior ambition. From the bottom I climb, with relentless precision. Greatness begins with the power of decisions. I remember the nights when the fridge stayed empty. Dreams felt distant, nobody believed me. Cold world lessons, pressure intense. Failure tried to build my permanent fence, but pressure creates diamonds in silence. Every setback trained me for violence. Now fist mentality sharpened like steel. Discipline taught me the power to heal. Every sunrise became my opponent. Every workout, a war in the moment. Every mile I ran through the pain, reprogrammed the weakness inside of my brain. Now my circle smaller, but the mission enormous. They see the results, but not where the storm is. I built this mindset brick by brick. Now doubt can't touch me, my armor is thick.
Listen carefully, your life doesn't change.
When you feel ready, it changes. When you decide, I decided to rise, and when the world said fall, turn my back on excuses. Broke every wall, pain made a fire, now the fire's my vision. My life changed forever, with one decision. No chains on my mind, no doubt in my mission. Every scar in my skin, built warrior ambition. From the bottom I climb, with relentless precision. Greatness begins with the power of decisions. Most people wait. Champions decide. And once the decision is made, there's no going back. This is the soundtrack of discipline.
excuses, I was born in pressure. Concrete lungs, heavy storm weather. Mind like steel, every scar letter. Pain wrote the script, now I move better. DJ cut the record, hear the scratch in the air. That's the sound of a man who was raised in despair. Cold nights, no lights, just a dream in the stare. Looking straight at the beast, I ain't running nowhere. Every loss, carved discipline in my bones. Every scar, built a throne from the stones. They slept while I fought my demons alone. Now the world hear the sound when the war drums groan. No mercy in the grind, that's law. Every rep, every drop of blood I saw. Turn weakness to a weapon I draw. Now the pain ain't pain, it's fuel for the raw. Pressure built me, pain shaped me. Darkness tested, but never break me. Still mine, warrior soul. Every scar made me whole. Pressure built me, pain shaped me. Now I'm the storm they try to control. Yeah, turn the vinyl, bring it back. Bring it back now. Rhyme on my head. Bring it back now. I remember nights when quitting felt right, but the fire in my chest kept starting to fight. Every doubt turned gasoline to the light. Now the beast in my mind only moves to ignite. Discipline ain't comfort, it's war every day. When the weak fall asleep, that's when killers are made. I trained in the silence while they wanted the fame. Now my shadow alone could bury their name. Pain ain't punishment, pain is the forge where a broken man turns to a force. Every step in the dark was changing my course. Now the hunger inside got the strength of a horse. I don't talk motivation, I live in the cold. Every bar like a brick in the road that I paid. From the ashes I rose like the king of the cold. Now the pressure that broke me is power I gave. Pressure built me, pain shaped me. Darkness tested, but never break me. Still mine, warrior soul. Every scar made me whole. Pressure built me, pain shaped me. Now I'm the storm they try to control. Yeah, turn the vine, think it blow. Think it blow, yeah. Listen close. Every champion you see was once a man, bleeding in silence. The difference, he stayed. Pressure built me, pain shaped me. Every scar of my body recreated me. Still mine, warrior soul. Now the storm is under control. Pain shaped me. Pain shaped me.
This is the soundtrack of discipline.
Yeah. Turn the speakers up. Speakers up. Speakers up. Speakers up. Pain made me. Pain trained me. I was raised with a weak, don't survive the storm. Cold nights, empty pockets, hunger in my bones. They told me quit. Said the pressure too strong, but pressure make diamonds, that's where I belong. Every scar got a lesson carved deep in my skin. Every loss turned a boy to a beast within. I don't run from the fire, I walk right in. Cause the war in my mind is the war I win. They slept while I bled for the vision I hold. While the rain hit the pavement and the night felt cold. Now the pain in my chest turned my heart to gold. Discipline is the story my life just told. Every drop of sweat, every broken breath. Every time I fell, I came back with death. To the version of me that was weak inside. Now the beast in my chest got nowhere to hide.
Chained by pain, I was built in the fire again and again. No fear left running through my veins. I don't break, I'm trained by pain. Trained by pain, every scar turned my loss to a gain. Now the world gonna ruin my name. I don't fall, I'm trained by pain.
Look in my eyes, see the war I survived. Every demon in my mind try to bury alive. But the deeper the struggle, the harder I rise. Now the hunger in my chest like 1,000 knives. I ran miles in the dark when nobody cared. Heavy weights, heavy thoughts that I had to bear. Every voice saying quit disappeared in the air. When the grind hit my soul, I was already there. Pain in the muscle, blood in the sweat. Every limit in life is a challenge I met. Every doubt from the world is a personal debt. And I'm cashing it out with the grind and respect. Every fall I took, every scar I keep. Every night alone while the world would sleep. Now the beast inside never backs away. When the pressure comes, that's the price I pay.
Trained by pain, I was built in the fire again and again. No fear left running
teacher, pressure to test. Discipline turned me into my best. Now the fire in my chest can't fade. Every scar is the price I pay.
Trained by pain, I was built in the fire again and again. No fear left running through my veins. I don't break, I'm trained by pain. Trained by pain, every scar turn my loss to a gain. Now the world gonna remember my name. I don't fall, I'm trained by pain.
This is the soundtrack of discipline. Discipline, turn me. This is the soundtrack of discipline. Discipline, turn me.
I'm trained by pain.
You watching now? We didn't see the nights though. Yeah. Cold morning, no applause. No cameras, just stars and flaws. Everybody low the wing, nobody there when the pressure calls. I was down back against the wall, no excuses, I evolved. Train turned into gasoline, now the engine never stalls. Let's talk big before quick, different code, I don't quit. Late nights, empty gym while they sleep, I commit. I ain't chasing validation, I built domination. Pressure made a diamond, now I shot through devastation. I'm built different. Pressure never break me, dark nights made me everything they can't be. No limits, pain became the mission. Every scar I carry turned into ammunition. Built different, that's the mindset. That they ain't ready for the grind yet. They want the crown but hate the climb. Want the glow but skip the time. I was burning in the dark while they waited for a sign. Now the lights are different, every move precision. Years of silent battles, now the world sees the vision. I don't talk about the hunger, I just see the beast. Every rep, every breath, I increase the heat. This ain't luck, it's design. Every step, every line, I rebuilt the man I was. Now the world can't redefine. I'm built different. Pressure never break me. Dark nights make me everything they can't be. No limits, Plingo can mission. Every scar I carry turned into ammunition. Built different, that's the mindset. That they ain't ready for the grind yet. They see the results, they never saw the war. This is a soundtrack of discipline. Hey, lab, when I started, yeah, now they study how I move. Boop, 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 boop. Pressure built the engine. Now the giants coming through. Hey, cold wanting no applause. Just painting dirty floors. With the mind brick by brick while they slept through the wall. No lip in my system, no shortcuts in sight. Every scar on my skin, from the darkness to light. They talk about limits, I break them in silence. When they chasing attention, I'm mastering violence. Focus like lasers, heartbeat higher. They pay for the throne, I was built for the empire. Pressure makes diamonds, but pressure made me. Every doubt they threw became energy. Giant more, I don't move small. World too quiet when the giant stands tall. Giant more, watch me evolve. They talk big, but I break the walls. Giant more, no fear involved. Born in the fire, now the giant walls. New level mindset, different type breed. They chasing comfort, I'm addicted to bleed. Eyes on the summit, lungs full of cold. Heart never panic, soul made of stone. They flex for the cameras, I train in the storm. Discipline written inside of my form. Now every move got the weight of a king. Silence so loud when the giants begin. This ain't motivation, this evolution. Giant move, I don't move small. World too quiet when the giant stands tall. Giant move, watch me evolve. They talk big, but I break the walls. Giant move, born in the fire. Now the giant wall.
soundtrack of discipline.
Came from nights where the light stayed off. Cold flow dreams in our heart that were lost. Everybody talking like they knew my fate, but pain wrote lesson they could never translate. No map, no hand when the storm rolled in. Just scars on my back and the fire within. They laugh when the grind looked ugly and slow. Now they watch every seed that the struggle can grow. I remember the hunger, the silence, the doubt, the weight of the world when the hope ran out. But pressure make diamonds, the street made me see. The man in the mirror was building the key. Every scar turned blueprint, every fall turned proof. If the pain was a teacher, then the grind was the truth. Pain built me. Brick by brick in the storm I breathe. No chains on the soul they tried to defeat. Now the fire in my chest got a world on its knees. Pain built me. Every loss put a steel in me. They try to bury the man I be, but the great turned throne, now the crown fits me. I ran through the rain when the sky turned black. Had nothing but faith and the weight on my back. No shortcuts carved in the road I walk. Just discipline loud when the doubters talk. Late nights grinding when the city slept. Promises broken but the hunger kept. Every drop of sweat was a silent vow that the future would bow to the work done now. See pain don't break. Redesign. It sharpens the edge inside your mind. The boy that started this war was gone. The man that finished it now stand strong. Yeah, they thought pressure would bury me, but pressure revealed me. They thought pain would destroy me, but pain rebuilt me. Pain built me. Every scar is a legacy. From the ashes I forged identity. Now the fire inside of my destiny. Pain built me. From the dark to the victory, every drop of the past of my history. Turn a man that the world can't break in me. Pain built me. Pain built me. This is the soundtrack of discipline.
Lost it all in the blink of the night, went silent. Phone stopped ringing, whole world went violent. Empty room, just the echo of doubt. Every dream that I had, trying to crawl back out. Cold flow nights with a head full of ghosts. Everybody disappeared when I needed them most. No applause when you drown in regret, just a mirror asking what you got left. Pressure on ribs like the air got thin. Every lost carved a scar on my skin, but pain got a voice when the crowd went mute. Said stand back up, but the dark winds you. Tears hit the ground like gasoline. Something inside started burning in me. No save is coming, no help in hand. Just blood, just sweat, just one less stand. Pain built this version of me. Fire where the fear used to be. I lost everything just to see the beast that was hiding in me. Pain built this version of me. Scars turn the lock to the key. You can break bones but not believe. Now watch what this pressure can be. Rain on the streets and the lights go red. Every step feel like walking with lead. Memory stabbed like a blade in the lung, but the war ain't lost till the last bell rung. Every failure put iron in veins. Every setback rewire the brain. Every goodbye leave fuel in the chest. Pain with a coach that trained me the best. No pity left in the bloodstream now. Just a war drum beating out loud. All the nights I was ready to quit. Turn the fuel every time that I spit. Ash in the lungs, but if I stay lit, every scar is a map of grit. Lost the world, but I found my core. Now the storm ain't knocking, it's kicking the door. Woo. Pain built this version of me. Fire where the fear used to be. I lost everything just to see the beast that was hiding in me. Pain built this version of me. Scars turn the lock to the key. You can break bones but not believe. Now watch what this pressure can be. They thought the fire would bury the flame, but pressure and diamonds built the same. Every tear that I dropped in the dark turned the thunder inside of the heart. Now the engine is raging resolve. Every problem a wall to dissolve. From the ashes I sharpened the blade. Pain was the price that power made. Pain built this version of me. Fire where the fear used to be. I lost everything just to see the beast that was hiding in me. Pain built this version of me. Scars turn the lock to the key. Break the past, set the monster free. Now watch what this pressure can be. This is the soundtrack of discipline.